following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Well, when we last left our heroes, they'd just gone to bed, or one and all. What an interesting night they had. Some of them, some good, nice little heroes, plunged into the dark, forbidding depths of a supposedly normal city and found evil within. They found horrible experiments being perpetrated against innocent young girls. And innocent wolves, I suppose, and other creatures. Perpetrated not by a dark necromancer, not by a servant of the dark god. No. Not by a cabal of evil wizards who have been hunting them since the beginning of their adventure. But by a witcher with a very nice hat, who got the idea for a very nice hat from another very nice hat worn by a very absent wizard. Punish, punish. Bite kick, bite kick. His excuse? He was going to save the world. But the brave heroes did not want to save the world. At that cost.
At that cost, yes.
And they slew him, trapping his soul for eternity in an ancient relic. Or until later, depending. And so, having killed a badged officer of the city with near limitless powers and authority to even do what he was doing, they dissolved his body with aqua regia, which is an acid that can dissolve even gold. And then they ran through the city that harbored them so gently to its bosom to get the great and brave knight Sir Reinhard, embroiling him in forbidden activities on the festival night. How shameful of them. How cowardly of Adrin. The bold Sulin was able to entice him out with stories of evil wrongdoings to save the world. And hammer in hand, and building slightly tarnished, he rushed to aid them. The physically sickening sight which greeted him was the one that our heroes were able to just handle. The horrible butchery and splayed open still-living bodies on the slab notwithstanding. He immediately saw the need for intervention, and the College of Witchers was called upon. And they were brought into the place, immediately realizing that the wrongdoers had uncovered an even wronger doing. And while they knew in their hearts Adrin was behind it all, there wasn't enough proof, so they let him go and watched him. Knowing he would perform magic, knowing he would disturb lives, seeking that proof, seeking it, all their efforts bent on it. And it came to their attention that while this was going on, what foul deeds were being caused by the very leader and also Saphiro of party, with his Radomir along, but attending the festival of the cultists of death. The Assassin's Guild, which is so illegal, did they attend that night and perform their dark, evil rituals, which are lawful evil rituals. Look it up. With gleeful expressions did they butcher and rend their ways through the worst assassins, making sure that there would be only the best assassins left, so people couldn't have a chance of surviving. Oh no. No, Saphiro doesn't like others to win, only him. And while they were there, in the midst of his frenzied bloodlust, Saphiro saw a pair of tits. Oh, he said, I'll have those on the end of my ramrod. And he did spare her life, asking a favor of death herself, putting him deep in her dead. Then Sir Radomir chimed in too and killed a fatty. The squealing pig deserved to die. Long had he forgotten how to actually be an assassin. The Guild of Assassins they were, not the Guild of Administrators. And while administration is necessary, 'twas all he did, regrowing fat off of the profits and labours of those who did much more work than he. He had lost his honour and his purpose, and had become corrupted, and had to die. And so Sir Radomir was smiled upon by the gods themselves. And as he drew forth his new bear mantle across himself, he was also draped with the blessings of the heavens. Saphiro already has a blessing of the heavens, so he didn't need it. But Sir Radomir, seeking to bring justice to an odious man, brought it to him. I said Sir Radomir, right? Yeah. Bringing down a great house that should not have been great any longer. The two chums returned to the great manor, receiving whatever little payment it was. They didn't even look, they don't know. They left, backslapping and preparing. Saphiro espied a group of players and hired them in potentia. Then they returned to the inn, where they heard the troubling news of the foul monstrosities that their party members had been forced to deal with alone. Then they went to bed, rest assured that their slumber would be rewarded with 1 point of healing each. And of course, Sir Radomir with a fluffy eiderdown. And now, on the 21st, Talia, it is prime. The bells ring throughout town as people stir from the festival. The chimes of prime sonorously call out, "It is a new day! Yes, it is!" And our heroes, weary from their slumber, stir in the drum and stag and beetle? It's the stag and beetle.
Stag and beetle.
Stir in the stag and beetle. Sir Radomir hears the bells, cracking his eyes with a groan. He is barely awake. Barely awake. The heavy eiderdown rests heavily on him. It's warm. He's warmer than he's been in a long time at night. As he stirs, the eiderdown shifts and licks his face with a raspy, sleepy tongue, whining slightly.
Fall out of the bed.
Yeah, how are you doing that?
Blindly.
How are you doing that?
Slipping out underneath.
Trying to-
You're on the wall side.
So there's a big wolf lying on you.
Yeah, trying to like...
So you're trying... Okay, strength check.
Yeah. Still half blinded.
He stumbles into a
It's gotta be
ravine.
in the trap.
The dust. Yes. Got a 10 anyway.
The wolf rolls off you as you fall out of bed onto the floor, knocking your hammer down, landing on a pile of clothing, kind of waking up as the bedpan sloshes onto your hand.
Ugh. Sort of shimmy back while I get my eyesight back.
The large wolf pants at you from the bed. It rolls over onto its back for a tummy roll. Like a duck.
What would my brothers say now? If they could see me like this. I'll stand in a stretch. Work out the pain from last
The
night.
blade of the dagger that is still in your side hurts and pulls when you stretch.
Crap. Do I just pull it out? It's very first.
And you see, the problem here is that Adrin is the one who has
Actually,
healing, and he's not here. So,
I'll rummage around in my pack for a mysterious wholesome potion from ages ago, and with a gasp, pull the blade out and swill the potion.
the wolf jumps off the bed as you writhe around on the floor, screaming from the effects of the wholesome potion, chatting you like with system shock. But I don't make people roll system shocks.
Thank Christ.
I just thought it was a bit dumb. It's like, here, congratulations, resurrection! Oh, the resurrection killed you.
Yeah.
What a waste of money that was!
Yeah.
What a fool we were!
Oh, you stepped on your familiar spider accidentally and you died.
Yep. Well, I might make people roll system shock for that, but just from healing potions another thing.
Nah.
Begins lapping at your side, cleaning off the dried blood.
Oh,
Pushes you onto the bed with its weight.
Did he scream, did you?
He would have.
Right. I'll burst into his door.
Sulin, who is apparently does not need to sleep, bursts into your
Well,
room.
I would have been sleeping. I would have been sleeping and then I hear the screaming.
Your door thunders open, bouncing off the wall with the force as daggers fly everywhere.
I blindly fumble for helm clever, which fell off the side of the bed.
Sadly, it rolled onto the bed. Slosh, bedpan.
What?
There's a... Okay, so what you see is he's flailing around on the bed with a wolf on him.
What? What are you?
There's a bloodied half of a dagger on the
Oh
floor.
yeah, and the wolf's got a little blood on its muzzle, and there's blood on his side, so you might suspect that it's trying to kill him.
Yeah, but it's a lot of blood normally with a wolf wound, so I you know. Just to stop playing is too early for this.
I wasn't playing. Oh, potions. Not good. Hate them.
The wolf noses the broken off bit of dagger on the floor and looks at you piteously.
I'll look at the dagger.
Okay, it is a stiletto blade, about 7 inches long and a ½ inch thick. That's the width. The actual thickness is like millimeters. It's made of steel.
Steel.
I'll
There is a skull and owl mark on the base of the blade that's partly broken off.
Where did you get this?
The wolf looks like it wants to say in the side.
Right between my ribs. At the,
Restore any lost hit points, by the way.
yeah. I only was missing one. The festival last night. It wasn't as simple as it was made out to be.
Well, obviously with the price. It never was. Right, I'll go get dressed and we can go out.
Oh yeah, she's not wearing anything, by the way.
After
The wolf sniffs at your crotch and then looks at you and then looks at you and goes,
push the wolf away. Not like
the wolf,
violently.
The wolf somehow gets your pants tangled up and your erection spoils at you. No. Christian channel, everyone. Christian channel.
Q70 smooth jazz music.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, in Sephiro's quarters, he has awoken with a slap across the face.
Okay, for starters, because I only need 2 hours of rest before I get
It
up.
was
at
very close to prime, so you probably only got 2 hours of rest.
Oh, well, I would have prayed for some healing spells to heal myself.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
But okay, carry on. I will open my
Where
ass
was
to the
what-
slap. I got slapped across the
Just
face.
like, there is a naked woman straddling you. She's well fit. She's like, there! Now! Inside! Get it in! Slap!
Well,
This is happening! For once, the man will be dominated.
well, it's probably just going to go up in there from just the reaction anyway.
You're gonna make me come or I'm gonna kick your ass. Slap.
Christian channel.
Christian channel, everyone. And then we zoom onto a lamp and go back to you guys. Because I'm guessing he's just gonna go with this.
I would just be like, yes, ma'am.
Lamp. Lamp, Christian channel. No! So, Svelun is dressing and you are...
Pulling on my real man pants.
Man pants! Yay! I was just saying the other day how he hasn't worn the man pants yet. You wear these puffy pants. They're so soft.
And I'll combo it with the fine shirt taken from that really big guy.
Daring. This is a fashion statement.
What
you
makes
need
a
now is
man
an
is it
onion.
the pants?
Is it his quest for glory? Or is it the way he wears pants every day? Now you've got pants! Pants, pants, pants!
And I'll gather up the bits of my armor strewn around the floor into my pack and come out.
I don't know if your pack's rated to carry that much weight of armor.
I'll put in the parts that got damaged.
Oh, right.
I-
Gotcha.
That way. And I'll be
See,
holding the
you should be
breastplate.
at his in, where he just says because his armor got damaged too, where he just says some of my armor was damaged, and they're like, we'll take care of it, sir. And then in the evening, his armor is restored. This is the kind of service you get when you pay 80 gold a day.
And I'll
Reminds me, I have to remove another 80 gold.
I'll come out holding the breastplate, the front section, looking at where the blade went in, frowning at it.
You should have twisted.
Superman. He's a brave, manly man.
Not as spry as I used to be. Oh, I can still feel it.
And all the Burmans say he's pretty spry for an exile.
I think you need more training. Or remedial. Is that the word? Remedial?
Sorry?
More training? Not that you don't need training, but you need...
I need to brush up on my skills.
Well, we need to talk. All of us.
Well, Saphira was going to come by the inn in the morning, so I guess all you have to do is wait.
Sephiro's coming by at some point. What is the time?
Well, the prime bells have only just stopped ringing.
Prime.
Right, yeah, that's the headache.
The potion would have taken care of that.
Well,
And a small form of colon cancer you didn't know you had.
Oh, okay. That's how Roman's still alive.
Who attacked Roman? Saphiro did. That doesn't date, does it?
well, if you you need your armor repaired, obviously.
I was thinking of going back to the guy who made it.
Do we
Zolan
know?
knows a smith.
Do we know of what time Saphira should be here?
As I said, he should be up soon, I'd imagine.
Like he was the other day, meant to be soon, and
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should go pick him up. I imagine he's pretty tired after last night.
She's gonna think for other reasons.
That... What's the country from again?
Serenian.
That Serenian man really gave him a workover.
And the old man before that. And then the woman. The woman was actually the most dangerous one.
I think we need to discuss these things afterwards. But I've got. We really need to talk to him. It's quite urgent.
Yes. Well, head there right now. I heard you guys went through quite an ordeal from Sir Reinhardt and from another strange man.
It might be best if we all talk.
Yeah.
You alright in there?
Oh, there's a soft squirrel string sound that goes on for about a minute, and then a woman wearing only like 2 iron manacles walks out. She's like,
I'm too old for
Can I
this. My
"Can I
heart's gonna
come
give
with
out."
you? I'm sick of being inside. It's daytime. It's daytime. I'm fine."
I never said it wasn't.
Another full moon tonight, by the way.
Would you like those manacles removed?
No, they're mine. They're my reminder of humanity. And what humans are like.
Alright, get dressed and we'll go out.
Right. She'll go back into your room and then come out dressed.
I'll get Adrian.
No answer. Adrian is lying in bed with his eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, with his eyes rolled back in his head.
Oh, you idiot.
He's shallow breathing.
Hopefully no one just opened that door.
We really do need to talk.
As my citation for being able to do this, if you'll check the notes, he did say he was going to try and
Yes.
get the rest tonight.
He did.
Yeah, that's
said
exactly.
that-
As soon as you said roll back, I'm like, he's in the dream state.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
His
Yes.
avatar tattoos are glowing and everything. That show's too good. Not the Netflix one, just to future-proof this.
Right, we'll head off.
Don't you need to go back into your room for some gear?
I had.
You got dressed.
Okay,
that
then
doesn't
I'll-
necessarily mean you got your going out gear.
Then I'll kit up.
Okay, so Sulan goes into her room and, without checking her own traps, and gets butchered by a falling acid bomb.
I haven't put the S bomb up yet.
She closes her door firmly behind her.
Yes.
She goes over to where her pack is and doesn't notice the large robed, cloaked figure placing something on the pillow of her bed. She doesn't notice that. Because she hasn't said she'd noticed.
I'm pretty sure I noticed someone in my room. So I noticed yes.
The Reaper turns around. It is in black. The floorboards have gone.
I'll look at my bed.
It comes with a note that says, Happy Festival. Use as before. I haven't cut that bit out of the notes so everyone forgets.
Like you did last time.
Yes. That stops people using meta knowledge, like they did when they were translating in the Parchstone.
Yes.
Anyway,
I will kit up and head out.
she comes out dressed as a 1978 Trans Am Pontiac Firebird Special Edition.
Hey.
Lights are flashing.
Right, so kitted up with your normal kit ups, you head out into town. A lot of people in the tavern as you walk by notice your puffy man pants in the shirt. They're like, And a couple of like respectable looking tavern wenches are like, And then they
Shoulders
notice
back.
notice the blonde woman you're with, and they're like, oh. And she flashes pointy teeth at them.
Never worn something so light.
They have very good pants. It's so puffy and breezy looking. I wonder if they do them for women. Oh right, women aren't to wear pants. That's Burmania. So where are we going? Where are we going?
I have to pick
Wow.
up the big man.
Who put a hole in the wall?
I think there can only be one person.
Why
Yes.
does everything
Did that.
why does everything taste of anger in here?
It was a bad night. We can't talk in public. We really can't talk in public. We need.
Oh, for once. So where were you going?
To Sephiroza.
Arroc's throne.
Arok's throne is being thoroughly scrubbed by peasants in simple clothing. Buckets of lye soap-filled frothy water are being exchanged for dingy ones as they scrub and do the windows. And there's a man on the tiles with a camphor stave knife, and he's getting in there and scraping it off. And it's being like the parts that they've clearly already done are like fresh and new. There's whitewash being applied. There's someone newly painting on the sign. The bodyguard stands there, leaning on the door jamb. Gives you a friendly nod. You may or may not recognize him as one of the guards from last night. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Oh, it is always a pleasure. And of course, good sir.
Of course.
We wish to see our.
What am I,
companion
chopped liver? Chopped liver.
later. We wish to see our companion Saphiro. If you could have him.
I will see if he is available.
Thank you.
We'll just cut away from you.
Christian channel.
So, She pulls her pants on and like throws a rag onto your chest. It's like, clean yourself up and don't embarrass yourself next time before leaving out of a window.
Hey, I didn't even give any checks for embarrassing myself or not.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
well, go ahead then. If you're really invested in this, we'll redo it.
Because Saphira is
First,
good
you
at
will
this.
need a constitution check.
But it wouldn't matter if you were good at performing. She'd still say you did terrible.
Oh, she might say that anyway.
But he'll know.
Yep, pass on Constitution.
Dex?
Yes, and pass on Dex.
Charisma.
Dex right on. And Charisma?
Feel like a rogue yet?
And pass on Charisma.
She throws a towel onto your chest and says, here, clean yourself up and don't embarrass
There we
yourself
go.
next time.
Yes, mistress.
She'll whip you again, leaving another mark on you, and leave out the window.
So you guys stand outside.
Then there's a knock on the door.
Who is it?
The concierge for the morning. Yeah, we have two gentlemen outside who wish to speak with you. Sorry, there is a gentleman and an imposing woman outside who wishes to speak with you. Would you care to leave them a message? Because of course we will not let them in.
I will be down in 5 minutes.
Of course, whatever a minute is. About 2 minutes later, the guy comes out again. So. The gentleman will be down in 2.5 minutes.
Just he had a good night.
It smells like he just had a good morning.
So I'm basically furiously rushing to get ready and spraying plenty of perfume on myself. I know it's not going to work for you. But I'm still doing it. Like, Saphiro doesn't know. He's just like...
Those noises he makes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 to 15 minutes later,
Yep.
Saphiro emerges.
I'll sling the tube on my back as well.
Okay. Carrying weight 1 pound. Sorry, it's got papers in it. 1.5 pounds. Now you laugh, but it all adds up, especially when a ray of enfeeblement is cast. 3, 2.
No, he's not here.
That's just. Oh! That is sick! From now on, he is my ray of enfeeblement. Oh! Oh! Fuck!
Good.
Why do you hate this guy so much? Jeez!
It's not our fault he's so feeble he can't even get to a Friday night session.
The shade.
Jesus. Oh!
It's alright, he'll never listen to the notes, so he'll never
No,
hear.
so I don't have to edit it at all. And that'll be the isolated sentence, and everyone will be like,
Good morrow, all.
sounds like it's
You
been
look-
sounds like it's been a good morrow. You sound like sex.
But, oh.
Oh, angry sex.
Sulan, you look perturbed. Is something wrong?
He looks tall and blonde. I mean, sorry, I've been a dog all night.
Well, it's good that you stayed in your kennel.
Right, we need to talk about last night.
And who she was. This predatory protective gleam enters her eye.
You'll
Let us
get
go.
used to this stuff after a while. Hold on.
Ow! What was that for?
Smelling like death.
Well, yes, I was at a death ritual.
Again, let's elsewhere, not Middle Street.
The whole town
Even the
already
guard is
knows.
like,
The whole town knows about that anyway, but lead the way.
I don't suppose they'll allow us
I'll
into
knock
your
for the
room.
guard and carry
the
on.
guard is like, whole town does certainly not know.
Wave them off. We'll carry on.
Are you an idiot?
What?
There's the festival.
Yes.
You know, stay inside, the players are playing.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?